We are back with Berkshire Hathaway Director Ron Olson at Sun Valley, or from Sun Valley, which, by the way, looks a little bit chilly out there compared to the heat wave we're experiencing here in New York. Ron, aside from the media deals and the who's who that you're speaking to at Sun Valley, you're also, of course, heavily involved in what is going on in California. That's where you're based. You advise Governor Schwarzenegger on economic policies. A lot of talk, of course, about what is going on with the budget stalemate in California. A lot of people are throwing around the word bankruptcy. Is there a chance of that in California, Ron?
What was your question?
Bankruptcy in California. Is there a possibility given this budget stalemate that's going on?
No, we're not going to bankrupt our state. Our fiscal house needs to be put in order, no doubt about that. We have become a income tax dependent state, and when the state suffers a recession, the revenues fall greatly, as they have here. We have failed to discipline ourselves in the good years and put away a rainy day fund, as the governor has tried to impress upon the legislature a number of different times.
Right.
But we're going to get past all of that, and we're going to go on to bigger and better things. I'm, like the governor, optimistic. One of the reasons we've got a stalemate is that for too many years we've had our politicians choosing their voters instead of the voters choosing their politicians. What I mean by that is we've had a state system for redistricting that was done by the legislature itself, and unfortunately they focused on protecting incumbency, and we had too many people going to Sacramento with extreme views and unfortunately unable to compromise.
Right.
We've changed that. We now have a commission that will independently draw legislative districts. We just passed another proposition that will establish an open primary that will get us centrist candidates and centrist legislators who I believe in the future will meet their June 30th deadline for a new budget.
And yet people continue to say, though, that California, as they're wrestling with their budget, continues to get mired in politics. Let's take the example of the minimum wage struggle going on right now. Do you support Schwarzenegger putting federal employee or state employees on a minimum wage?
Yes, I think the governor is right about that. I also support him in a number of other ways. For instance, he has spoken very directly to the need to get our state pension system in order for state employees and county employees and city employees. Those are pension obligations that overhang our state like they overhang most other states and are way out of control. This is a governor who understands economics and has spoken to it with force. Unfortunately, he has had a difficult time bringing the legislature with him.
All right, Ron, we've only got a few seconds, but let me ask you, are you confident that the budget is going to be put together and that California will not need to issue IOUs again?
I am confident the budget will be put together, and I doubt if IOUs will be needed again.
Ron, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it, and I do owe you that cup of coffee for waking up so early for us from Sun Valley. Ron Olson.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ron Olson, the Berkshire board member and partner at Munger, Tolles & Olson.